Halfway through February, the first NAMAC event of the year was held. Definitely one of the lesser editions I have attended over the years. Lots of overpriced stuff, and some of my favorite vendors didn't bring much interesting. This guy did bring some interesting stuff, though. Underneath his table, he had a box filled with Matchbox. And, these are kind of hard to come by, and when you find them, they're usually overpriced. But he was selling them for €2 each, and I got a little discount, so top notch. First time I bought from this guy. I hadn't seen him before, but maybe that's just because I didn't pay attention, because he didn't have any good stuff for me or anything interesting for me. So yeah, a great guy, very friendly, and yeah, I hope he has more of these in the future with him if he comes back. So this is the 2004 ambulance, first release. So I will open this up when I do the ambulance video. It's kind of a Euro style Matchbox original with a plastic roof. Not very loved, but I kind of like it, It's not bad. Then I got this Skyfire. I think it says bucket fire truck on the base. There it is. This is also from 2004. And this one I will open up when I do the ambulances, the fire engines video. Then we get to the GMC Wrecker. I already have this, but it's still on the card. And since this has a bent blister, I will open this one up. GMC Wrecker on the base. This thing, I think, yeah, moves a little bit. The hook moves also. So we got moving parts on main lines. How awesome is that? This is from 2006. So I will bring it a little bit closer so you can read all the stuff that's on there. I love towing Diecast. That's the funniest sticker I have seen in a while. GMC is also printed on the front there. That's nice. So unexpected detail there. And not much in the rear though. Sweet. This one is the Austin FX4 London Taxi. Already have this, but I will show you the loose one I have, so that you're not disappointed for not seeing or getting a good look at it. You can see there's even some print on the taxi sign on the top, but nothing in the front. And on the side we get the taxi and the prices, the fares, and no tempo in the rear. Got a tan interior and some steelies. Yeah, that's something I tend to do when I don't find much. I start buying stuff I already have, if it's a good price, and these are heavy metal castings. I just buy them again. Yeah, I know, it's a sickness. The Routemaster. Already have this too. Here's the loose version. 2010 release. The taxi before this was 2007. So this one's got the reverse base. Double decker, it says on the base. Adventures don't just happen. What's your adventure? The Union Jack on there. So this is an all metal body. You can see here the red line across all around. So all metal all the way to the bottom. Very impressive, and they can't do that anymore nowadays. So whenever I find these for an affordable price, I kind of have a hard time not picking these up. Same with this Ford F100. This one I got as a gift from Mr. David Johns of Twice Diecast and Diecast Media Network. Again, all metal body. Nowadays, this is retooled, well, except for the front here. That is, well, actually it is metal, but they put a chrome grille in front of it that is part of the base. So it actually is a all metal body. But nowadays the fenders front and rear are plastic. but I'm okay with that. It's just, I mean, it's still a mostly metal body. Kind of a strange deco, but I like the kind of Spectre Frost paint job. And the goldish or bronzish wheels or rims. This row we are going to open up all of them because I do not have these yet. The Mitsubishi L200 Triton on an American card. By the way, the Ford F100 was from 2011, same as this Mitsubishi. You can see 2011. American card because it's got a text in English on the back. It's a long card. And the rest of the world, this would be number 9 of 75. But our American friends got 100 instead of 75. So this is number 77 of 100, interestingly. Don't have many of these Mitsubishi, so always glad to encounter one. Coyote Bills Buffalo Reserve. Got some gear in the back. Got the moonroof. Metal flake brown. No tamper in the front nor in the rear. Does have a trailer hitch. Cool stuff. Then we got this Jeep Wrangler Superlift, of which I thought I already had it. But when I got home, I was very pleased to notice that I did not have it. This is from 2014, and this kind of completes my collection for this vehicle, at least the kind of basic ones. Also has a reverse base. It's got the Superlift logo, suspension systems on there. Land and the Matchbox logo. It's kind of a metal flake tan. Some gear on the roof there. A light bar, winch, cool stuff. Then I found a few of these Jurassic World Dominion cards from 2022. These are, and this is the InGen Humvee. I don't think I have an example of this casting, so very pleased with that. And for, you know, this kind of money, that's practically a steal. Nice army green. It's got that grill in the front, push bar, whatever you want to call it. InGen logo on the side. So retooled, so this hatch does not open anymore. No interior. But a nice weighty piece because the body is mostly metal. Cool. And then I found this one, the 2018 Jeep Wrangler, and I looked at it and I thought, what the heck is that? I've never seen that before, and this is the one and only release it has ever had, to my knowledge. That is a great find. ...2018 Jeep JL. So they do the 4-door version, which I have several of, but I did not know they did the 2-door version. So you get side deco. No front and rear deco. But we do get the roof all painted black. So that's a lot of paint we're getting. And then there's stuff in the rear, it seems. Let's see, we got a chainsaw. We got an axe. We got a shovel. Well, actually 2 shovels. And we got some rope, it seems. How cool is that? That's awesome. Yeah, very pleased to have found this. The running boards are part of the base, and then these fenders are part of the plastic interior. Here we got the Ford panel van. Also a cool one. We got some dirt and it almost looks like blood on the side. A bronze center cap there on the wheels. And a light bar on top, which is all black. No interior on this. That's okay because we get a mostly metal body. And just the bumpers are plastic, everything else, and well, this whole for the light bar, but everything else is metal. Which is very, very sweet. I like it a lot. Then from a different vendor, I found this thing. Matchbox Collectors, 70 years, number 22 of 22. The Corvette C8, 2020 Chevy Corvette for €5. Hey, I'll buy any collectors for €5. Well, you know, some of them have been a little bit weird or uninteresting, but most of them I would buy for €5. Got that box thing. So plastic base, metal body, rubber tires, I'll demonstrate of course. Okay looking rims, the red line on it. Full deco. '70 on the roof, 1953 till 2023. So that also immediately tells you what year this was released. And also got the 70 on the rear on the plastic bumper, Corvette. So the Corvette is as old as Matchbox? Is that what it says? Well, that's cool. Didn't even realize that. Awesome. Yeah, it says it here too, 70. And the opening part is the engine cover, and we get a nice detailed engine bay. Look at that. That is awesome. Sweet. Yeah, love it. Then we got some loose ones from my favorite German couple. I found this London bus, number 1003, made in Hong Kong, metal on metal. It's got stickers all around, and it says Berlin ist eine Reise wert, which translates to Berlin is worth a travel. Kurfürstendamm, it's a place in Berlin. And this is actually a knockoff of a Tomica casting. And this might have been made by Fullride from Hong Kong, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll show you the Tomica version to do a little bit comparo. Now, it's an old casting, but this one I have here is a newer release from 2022. It's a plastic base, and that also makes for this rear part, this plastic, but everything else of the body is metal. And I'll show you, as you can see, a complete knockoff. There you go. But a cool find nonetheless. I love to find these obscure things, and it's great to have in my bus collection. Also from my favorite German couple, a Majorette Sonic Flashers 4 Transit in ambulance livery. The bus was €2. This was only €1.50. Of course, it doesn't work anymore. but that's okay. It's in a great condition, so I'm glad to add it to my transit collection. And then I found some bins filled with loose cars for €1 each. And I noticed that there were some Majorette castings in there that were in pretty good condition. So this is a trailer with a canopy or a tarpaulin on top. I thought this was a kind of a custom made sticker, but after some research, turns out this is the real stuff. And I thought, well, maybe I can find a vehicle that belongs with it. And I found this one, and later on, after some research, turns out that this is an actual set. Ford Econoline. So we got gray with the red interior, and then we got red with the gray cover. That's kind of a typical thing to do with these trailer sets, to make them match in colors. Not a big fan of that, but for €1, I mean €2 for the set, I'm going to pick it up anyway. It's got opening plastic doors that are a little bit wonky, and then a lot of cargo space in the back. This one has a plastic roof extension. It seems, makes it kind of look like a conversion van. I'll show you some other versions of this casting, because I think underneath that plastic is a metal roof. That would not surprise me at all. Here's the fire department version, Spanish fire department, with some hoses and a ladder on the roof. You see underneath it's got a metal roof. And then here's an ambulance. Clearly has a metal roof. You can see here there's two holes that are like they can be punched out for the roof rack. Interestingly. Not to be confused with the E350 that the Majorette also did, which is a different van. But for us Europeans, possibly hard to keep apart. Continuing with the Majorette I found in that box. This is a Peugeot 307, well, several bins actually. Suspension. Let's see the years on these. This is, well, the real car was first released in 2001. I don't know which year this actual Majorette was released. We got some black for the cladding. We got the wraparound taillights. It's a hook assembly model, of course, as always with the Majorette. And we got the headlights done, so not a lot of detail. It's got the opening hood or bonnet, and we got a plastic engine in there that is very shiny and nicely detailed. Although it looks a bit weird. And there's an interior, even though this is very, very dark tinted. Seems to have a dark gray interior. And a nice interior with a proper steering wheel and all the good stuff we know from Majorette. Then we got this Renault J container truck. You can see the made in France is crossed out because these were all made in Malaysia, sorry, in Thailand. This was available from 2002 till 2004. Got the wind deflector on the roof. So what you see is purple is metal, so quite a nice amount of metal. The box in red, and the wind deflector is plastic, of course. Opens up like that. Also found this Majorette limousine. Mercedes limousine, I mean. Of course, it's a Majorette. Whenever I can find these for €1, I buy them in either condition for my limousine junkyard. It's missing one antenna on the left. Other than that, everything's still there, even the Mercedes star, although it took some hits and the chrome has faded a little bit. It's got 4 opening doors, a chrome steering wheel. This one does not open. And it's got the sliding moonroof. No suspension though. This was sold from 1991 till 1995. And the Econoline with the trailer from 2000 till 2003. Then I met up with Diecast Dude. He had been there filming from 8 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. He is such a trooper. All for your Diecast entertainment. He is incredible. I could never do that. I would fall dead after a few hours. It's very intensive, that filming all these tables and stuff, having to concentrate and talking with people. And meanwhile, wow, incredible. He brought me this Majorette pen with the new Majorette logo. Ready for the ride? We sure are, Majorette. We sure are. Recycled material, it says on there. Not only that, he also brought me 2 Majorette models. This was handed out to visitors, I guess, or maybe you had to buy this. I don't even know if he bought this for me, if he got this from Majorette, because he knows the Majorette people. This was available at the Essen Motor Show in 2024. That's where they were located, the Majorette booth. Here's some mumbo jumbo on the back. So I guess there was also some other models available. 2 Toyotas, no, 3 Toyotas, 4 Toyotas. Okay, so this is just all the Toyota models they do. So they just put that licensing info on all the Toyota models. Because there's a Toyota model in there, so they put the licensing of all the models on there. Packaging, 13 August 2024. EMS Essen Motor Show. It says on the barcode. Time to shine. Well, let's shine. And here it is. Sweet. So we got a black base Toyota GR Supra. The base Majorette.com usually does not say that on there. It's interesting. Produced 29 July of 24, so not a lot of time between production and packaging. Got these newer style wheels, suspension of course. We got a gloss pink and then a flat blue, light blue, almost teal. No, actually it looks more like green when I look at it, sorry. Yeah, green and blue are sometimes difficult for me. Shows up blue on the camera, but actually it's light green. Opening doors, of course. It's a premium model, or a showroom model as it will be called in the future. So full deco all around, of course. Essen Motor Show 2024 on the door. Proper steering wheel, a nice interior. Also has it on the front there. Lens headlights, of course. Detailed grille. Sweet. Majorette there inside the box too. But not only that, he also brought me the Toy Fair model for 2022 from Majorette that will be handed out on the different toy fairs they go to, they attend. That's awesome. So this has the new Majorette logo on there. So you will be able to find this at the London Toy Fair. And it was, I think this still needs to be held. I'm not sure. Or maybe it already has been. But the Nuremberg Toy Fair 2025 also. So very cool to have this. Let's take a look at this Mustang. I don't think I have a version of this, because this is the Dark Horse, and yeah, it's new. I don't have this Mustang on the windshield banner. New Majorette logo on the roof, 25 for 2025. Got a pony on the side. Got the taillights and the a logo. It's not a Ford logo. So I don't know. Is that a specific Dark Horse logo? I'm not sure. Little reflectors on the bottom there, but no silver for the exhaust. Some red paint on the bottom all around. Some side lights also done up. Red interior, well, dark red, almost burgundy. Nice steering wheel. An interior. Suspension, of course, and to top it off, rubber tires. Sweet. Got a pony in the grill there too, and the lens headlights, of course. Awesome. Love it. But he not only brought me some Majorettes, but he also got me this Maisto Speed Icons. So these are a limited editions and have a metal body and chassis, opening doors, two-piece wheels with rubber tires. Of course, licensed because all Maistos are. And they get a storage box. I already showed two Lamborghini I have found from this set. This is the Porsche Taycan Turbo S. Got a lot of mumbo jumbo on the back. Came from factory number 1 and was produced in 2024, week 49, so right at the end of the year. So let's take a look at it. These are a little bit hard to open, so let's see if we can pull it off. Yeah. This is the third one I opened, so maybe I'm getting good at it or I just got lucky. Here's the box. Porsche licensing on there. Very heavy vehicle. Seems heavier than the Lamborghini I showed previously, but that can just be my idea. It was produced 1 week before it was packaged, so they do not take as long as Majorette usually does. So these seem to be kind of authentic rims with nice soft rubber tires. Doors open wide and have metal door cards that are detailed on them. Proper steering wheel, nice interior. The doors close with a nice clunk. The lensed headlights they seem a little bit too thick compared to the real vehicle. And then some details painted black. Porsche logo, license plate is done. Some black details on the side too. Taillights are tempoed, a little bit of smudging going on here. And yeah, Porsche name and then the model name on the license plates and underneath the Porsche name. Cool. Nice addition to the electric cars collection for sure. Then I got to the table of Bert van der A, a famous Dutch collector. And he saw I had that Siku 3-pack in my bag, and he said, "Come with me, I have something for you." And behind his table, he had a box with all loose, mostly trucks in there. And he said, you can pick out what you want, €2 each. I was like, yeah, I'll have that. I'm just realizing I forgot to put my phone on silent and stuff like that. So stuff's coming in, unfortunately. I hope I don't get a call. Yeah, so this Mercedes van was in there. It's not really licensed. It's a Mercedes Sprinter van, unlicensed, but it looks like one. Service, so kind of a road service worker van, so to get the workers to the road works in this van. Very cool. It's got separate piece for the light bar and stuff. Yeah, really nice find. I've not seen that before. Two of these white trucks with the Volvo cabin. The little cherries on top that are part of the colored window piece. Plastic tires, but metal chassis. At least what you see is white is metal. Got this whole engine thing in plastic. And this swivels. The sweeper, street sweeper. And then this box is plastic. Seems to have a licensing street sweeper thing on there. Fawn Viajet. So that part is licensed, it seems. Cool. And we got this garbage truck. Also with that same Volvo cabin, same window piece. There's also a plastic box that tilts and opens up to dump the garbage out of it. He had a lot of these articulated tractor-trailer combinations. I probably could have had the trailers also for the €2 he was asking. But, you know, they take up a lot of space, and I prefer to get the trailers or these trailer sets in the packaging, so I can keep them in the packaging. It's easier to store. So I just got the tractors from these sets. So this is the Volvo FH16. So what you see is gloss black is metal. It's got a metal cab except for the grille. That is plastic, and some details in the front there. These all have rubber tires. That's nice. So for €2, that's a lot of bang for your buck, I think. So we got the orange one, the blue one, and the green one. This I found on somebody else's table. It was very smudgy and dirty. This is a Swedish special, the Swedish rescue vehicles. Sticker said 12. I asked him, what's your best price? He said 10, and I said, I'll take it. Because, of course, this wagon first caught my eye. And then, of course, I looked at the other ones too. I actually already have this one. There it is. I don't think there's any difference on it. I paid €5 for this one, so paying €10 for these three, not a bad deal. Let's open this up, take a look. So you just flip these things over and then you can just slide it out. Very clever packaging, done for environmental reasons so that the cardboard and the plastic can be perfectly separated for recycling. You know, the Germans, they are very efficient. Audi A4 Avant 3-liter TDI, so diesel cop car, and a Swedish livery. Rubber tires on these, older, slightly older. Siku's car is a bit dirty because, well, it was dirty on the outside, but also some dirt got inside. This one's got lens lights front and rear. Opening doors. Nice interior, detailed steering wheel and door cards. Separate grille that is plastic. Possibly part of interior or base, not sure. Doors open far and wide. Got a separate piece for the light bar. It's got a crest on there from the Swedish police. And some model designation on the rear too. Awesome. Let's not put these too far away because we'll see that back later in the video. So we got that basically same Sprinter van that we saw before, but panel van version. No windows on it. It's an ambulance from Sweden. It's got the Star of Life on there. Again, a crest. I seem to like their crests. Separate piece for the light bar. ambulance. Very detailed all around. And then we got this one. So only the cabin is metal. Everything else is plastic. Although no, there's a bit of a shiny red that you see in the back. That's part of the base. That is also metal. I'm not going to pronounce that Swedish word. But this whole box in the back is plastic for sure. Got blue cherries on top because of the blue window. From a different vendor, I found this Dacia Logan from Norev for only €2. I already have this, but I thought €2, I'm going to take that for sure. 2006 model. Suspension, lensed headlights, Dacia logo, some flat black for the bumper, these chevrons on the front. Number 18 is a French fire department vehicle, and a big cherry on top. Sweet. Authentic chrome rims. Well, maybe they were not chrome on the real vehicle, but they are authentic rims. From a different seller, I got this Peugeot concept car, also from Norev, also €2. The Hagar. I did not buy this for myself. I will send this to a friend. I don't collect these concept cars anymore. This has a metal base, surprisingly. I have not seen many Norev with a metal base of recent years. This must be pretty old then, because back in the day they used to do that. Metal bases. Got the lens lights. They're nicely detailed. Peugeot logo in the front. Lots of chrome exhausts, and kind of a dark red brownish interior. Seems to have tail lights up there that are lens too. That's very nice. Even some red paint on that grille there. This one has plastic tires, just like the Dacia Logan. Oops, and there this box just falls apart because the glue is, yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Old glue. Let's try to put it back together like that, and just have the these flaps hold it together somehow. Yeah, that kind of works. You can see the actual concept car in the desert. For that same friend, I also got these two Corvettes. This one's from 1998, because it says 30 years on there, celebrating 30 years. This is metal on metal. C4 Corvette, if I'm not mistaken. 80s Corvette, it says on the card. Let's see if I can show you some of the details, because I'm not going to be opening this. Danger starts automatically. Does it? So was that a defect or a speed limit? 159, I think it's say, or 150. I think it says 150. And then this one's from 2013. American card. Celebrating 60 years of Corvette with the 80s Corvette. Also green, but a little bit darker green. Then this one over here, should have done that after I did the Siku ones, but got a little bit carried away. I found on a different table they were selling this. It's a man and a woman behind the table. They were selling all kind of trucks from Siku, but most of the prices were around 40 euro. So of course I'm always paying attention to transporters, and when I picked it up and looked at the price, I thought I saw 15 euro. I was wondering, is that correct? Could that be right? Have they made a mistake? So I asked them, is this correct? And they looked at it, both kind of in disbelief, and said, yeah, it says 15 euro. So I paid 15 euro for it, even though I already have it. I'll show you the other one I have. There you go. Same colors. Maybe there's a little variation in colors. Box is slightly different, so these must have been different years of release. Siku tends to do that. They sell the same stuff for several years in a row. So this one has got the PVC crossed out here in the corner. This one does not have that. Everything else seems to be the same. On the top, they got the same picture. I'll turn them around. On the back, it is slightly different. Same picture though, but this one has some licensing info on there. This one does not, but everything else is pretty much the same. But I noticed that there is a difference on these two. I don't know if you can spot it. I'll get them a little bit closer to you. Maybe you've spotted it, but they don't have the same wheels. So these have these style of rims with rubber tires, while this one seems to have plastic tires with different rims on there. So very chuffed to not have an exact same one. Let's take this out. The upper deck was down like this when I bought it. I think it's not supposed to be like that, but yeah, that's how I got it. It goes back into the box afterwards, because that's just the easiest way to store these. Let's see if something, okay, yeah, that works. Let's tilt you guys down a little bit. So I've already demonstrated this when I got the previous one, but for those of you who did not see that, I'll show it again. Auto Transporter, made in Germany. So yeah, no PVC, so mostly metal except for these plastic wheels. You got the landing gear. I learned that from a viewer, that is what it's called, landing gear. Very cool. Always nice to learn something I did not know. And then this kind of slides forward, this metal brace, and then this kind of clips in there somehow to lock it. Yeah, there you go. It's kind of tight. And here we got the tractor, made in Germany. So it's a Mercedes Actros. It's got mirrors that are a little bit, you know, this is also a little bit loose and stuff, but still on there. And mirrors are a little bit crooked from being in the box all those years. The proper steering wheel and an okay looking interior. 2631, so I believe 26 tons and 310 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. It's got the air intake here on the top. Some air pressure tanks, I believe those are. Battery box maybe. And there should be some fuel tanks somewhere too. Plastic mud flaps. And then there's this system for fixating the trailer, slide it in there, and then you slide the handle, which I think was a little bit different on the other one, but I might be mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, you see this one? Yeah, the system seems a little bit different because this is pointing all the way to here, and I cannot get that one that far. And also it's just a stick where this one has a part that is upwards like that. See, so this is definitely a different connection system. So there's some difference on there. I like that. Now, for the fun of it, of course, we're going to put some cars on there. Let's lower it first. So we got the Audi from the Swedish police. Drive it up there. Yeah, it's got this notch here. That's meant for a small vehicle because I cannot get far enough. So I have to put it in there. And also brought some other wagons. This is just a civilian version of that Audi before it got converted to a German police car. So we can have that one sit right there, and that's it. We only get two on the top deck. Here's the previous model Audi A4, at least I think that's the previous model, in a Italian police livery to keep in theme. So let's put that one on the bottom deck and just have to lift up the top deck a little bit for the light bar to clear. And the same older Audi A4 Avant in a German police livery. Lifting it up again so it fits underneath. And there you go. Got 4 Audi A4 station wagons on there. And this one's hard to get on there. Come on. It's just so tight. There you go. And that's a cool one, huh? Yeah, I think so. Sweet. Then Tom's Model Autos brought some stuff for me to the event that I ordered from them online. Some Greenlight Club VW Series 19, the 1982 Volkswagen Golf GTI, so the newest color, I believe. 2024 copyright, 2024 production. Almost €9 is what I paid for it. Let's cut this open. I will always keep buying these Golf GTIs, and well, as long as they don't start putting some crazy goofy decos on there, I mean. Oops, plastic flying everywhere. So of course this is a metal on metal. 3035 is the serial number, that's the high number. Got these nice rims in gold, rubber tires of course, plastic bumpers. Got the optional dual lights in front, well, quad lights really. Opening hood or bonnet with some engine detail. That star-shaped fuel filler cap, and this one's got the wide taillights. Actually knew someone who had a Golf like this in this blue with these taillights, but it was a diesel one, and well, it was out of use, was sitting underneath a carport. Yeah, cool stuff. Actually says, yeah, it does say GTI in there. Almost thought it said GL, but it does say GTI. It's kind of hard to show. Cool stuff. Then we got from NYPD, a hobby exclusive, the 2023 Ford Police Interceptor Utility. There's something black plastic floating around in there, but I don't think anything has broken off. This is the Green Machine Chase version. I actually buy all of my NYPD ones as a Chase version. So the regular version is almost 10 euro, and this one almost 11. Also 2024 copyright and production. Got the or is that New York City? Sorry, New York City licensing sticker on there. This one I will open up because, you know, I display all of these NYPD ones together with the Greenlight NYPD police station. I sometimes have the regular release, but I always get the Green Machine. At least I have been able to so far. Otherwise, I don't buy a lot of these green base and rim Green Machines anymore. 132, that is quite a low number. So we got a metal body and a metal base. Got a lot of flat black for the cladding and stuff, for the protection of the body. The green rims kind of match the livery a bit. V-shaped light bar, protecting New York City since 1845. Cool. Lens headlights, we don't get a lot of those on the Greenlight. And then a lot of stuff on the back. It has some bumper stickers, which is really cool. $10,000 reward. Call this number. And then PAL Inspires. I don't know what that is. Yeah, cool stuff. Hybrid. Ah, interesting. It's a hybrid. Well, for a city that makes sense, I guess. Got this Auto World Ultra Red 2023 Ram 1500 Rebel, a Lunar Edition. Regular version is in ceramic gray, as you can see on the picture there. The features of the Ultra Red are a Ultra Red body, chrome interior, and a white base. Possibly the engine is also a different color than the regular version, but I'm not going to open this one up now. So, and the windows are red too. That's also different. Regular release, the gray one would be almost 10 euro, 12 euro for this. Chase, I allow myself to cross that 10 euro limit to up to 15 euro for chase cars. In case you're wondering how I have this. Another chase, Johnny Lightning, White Lightning, Toyota FJ Cruiser. This is a Micho exclusive, one of 4,800. 2007 Toyota FJ Cruiser. So the White Lightning features are white tires, white body, white interior, white base. So the regular version would be gray like that, but it's got the mud splatters and stuff on there. So regular version is reduced from 20 euro to 10 euro, and I paid 12 euro for this chase. What year is on here? 2022. M&J Toys exclusive. They also got me the wrong one. I ordered the chase of this model because it's an Acme release, and the Acme chases are slightly different than the Greenlight ones. So I kind of wanted to have an example of an Acme chase in my collection, but they sent me the regular release, of which I don't care about. So I'm going to return this and trade it for the chase version. And last item I got from Tom's Model Autos is this Hot Wheels Premium Exotic Envy container. Regular price, according to them, would have been almost 40 euro, but they got them for 20 euro, which is a very fair price. That's like 4 euro per car. That's a good deal. We don't often get Hot Wheels Premium for a good deal, so grabbed it. Cool cars in there, all Euro stuff, so right up my alley. Let's, oh yeah, I have to cut it open apparently. There's some tape on there. What year is this actually? I don't know. Let's see. 2021 copyright, so 2022 release possibly. It's already that old. I don't think these are very popular because a lot of collectors like to keep their cards on their cars on the card. And well, with this, that doesn't work, of course. And it's the first time ever I'm having one of these containers. So you can see it's got actual doors on one side. It's got yeah, nicely tempoed on this side. 21 on copyright. Mattel, made in Thailand, so made in the Matchbox factory. 5 cars. And I think possibly it folds down like this because it's got these latches here. Wow, that's kind of difficult to do. Let's see if I can get some aid from the Swiss Army knife. Let's see, this one, no, this one will work because it's got that little stud thing that can, you know, go in there and twist that open like that. I got the top one to do. See, you can do everything with a Swiss knife. Swiss Army knife, of course, I mean. And there they are. Let's see. I could just yank this out or what? How does this come out in a orderly fashion? Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, there it is. Kind of a strange way of doing things, but you know, if it's affordable, I don't care. So here's the 1969 Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. Of course, metal on metal with real riders. Still a racing livery. I prefer to see it in a street livery, but that's okay. It's not a bad one. I like it. Got the Speedtail McLaren, very similar to the mainline version, just got the metal base and the real riders, of course. But not a lot of details. Koenigsegg Agera R. Whew, that's a big wheel in the rear. And it's got the plastic spoiler because it's the premium version. This one's got side mirrors. You don't see that often on the Hot Wheels. And this is a nice one. 1994 Bugatti EB 110 SS Super Sports, I guess that means. 2020 Mattel copyright. Has it been already that long? Wow, time flies. It's got the model designation on the license plate. Bugatti logo on the side and some indicator repeater and some black there for a trim piece, it seems. Something like that, an air vent. Yeah, some nice details on the front too. I like those headlights. Got the indicators painted orange, that's nice. A little bit of engine detail. Cool. The aero discs or whatever those are called. This is definitely my favorite of the set. Lamborghini Essenza SCV12. Nice green color amidst the sea of black. 63, because that's when Lamborghini was established, I think. So it's got a metal spoiler. Yeah, wild looking vehicle. And then the next day, whoops, I put them in the wrong way. The next day I went to a local Oldtimer show. And there's always some diecast to be found there. So I'll show you the poster. Ghent collection cars. It's not far from where I live. But the theme was the history of AMG. So from this Dutch seller, I got 3 loose cars. This is a Welly Mazda RX-7. Asking price €2, but I got a deal because I got 3 of them, so it ended up being €1.67. Pretty basic, but I mean, not bad. Got this Ferrari F40. It says Edo car on the base, but it's actually a Maisto or MC toy casting. So it's got a little bit of suspension. It's not mint, but you know, good enough. Got the Ferrari logo as a sticker on the front. And then I got this Matchbox Ford Expedition. This was from the 2002 5-pack Ultra Rescue. Got a separate piece for the light bar on the top, deco on the side, and it's got suspension and a lot of it. Look at that. Very, very jumpy. Love it. From a different vendor, underneath a table, I found this gem. Majorette. Made in Portugal, it says, which I've never seen before. I knew they had some production in Portugal, but those were Nova cars that had a metal base and a plastic body. I didn't know they actually made Majorettes in Portugal. I don't know if this is the correct box for the correct vehicle, because it says number 12 here, and VW Beetle never got the number 12, but maybe that's just me who is not... who's a bit illiterate with the vintage Majorette. Paid €4. I thought that was worth it for something old like this. Nice shiny metal base. Volkswagen 1302 is what it was called, the Beetle. Suspension, these old style wheels. Got a little bit of a paint chip on that indicator on the right. Got the headlights part of the base. That's how it clips into the body. Metal bumpers and exhausts, well, all metal casting, base and body. The sunroof is open, an old style steering wheel. Very cool. Nice one. That's Kermit green color too. And then the last one I got from Schuiten Autominiaturen is this Greenlight Series 4 Battalion 64 chase, raw chase of the 1972 AMC Matador US Air Force. Paid €10 for it. Yeah, kind of a cool sedan, and you know, with the Air Force livery and license plate and stuff, kind of makes it cooler. This is a 2024 copyright and production. Yeah, cool stuff. Thanks for watching.